What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Getting into qualifying, little group qualifying action here tonight in the Monday Night Modifieds. In some WOOT, got some WOOT action here at Chicagoland. Got a bunch of cars looking to race here tonight. We got COT coming up next, but everybody's going to make the field here tonight in the street stock race. These guys in a big pack trying to put down their lap, trying to get the best lap time they can here tonight. You want to push, but you can't push because if you get some contact, it will not count your lap. So some of these guys trying to be careful. Moody up on the top side. Welcome back, Moody. Rolling the top side, trying to get that momentum up, trying to stay away from those guys. He's going to look to hit that draft just right to try and put a heater in on lap number 2. First up here tonight, Chicagoland in the street stocks as these guys come to the line to complete lap number 1. We're going to see who ends up on the top of the boards here early on, as it is going to be Ethan George standing at the top right now with a 38.092. Put Ethan George to the top of the boards. So we have been slacking with WOOT a little bit. It got a little crazy, a little messy. I had some stuff going on. I still have some stuff going on. So we haven't done some double actions tonight. We will do a little bit shorter practice session in the second one, but we definitely have the double header here tonight. It'll be interesting to see how things go as these guys come to complete their second lap. Let's see if anybody picks up the pace, as it looks like Kenny Storkson to the top of the boards with a 37.753. David Mayo second. Ethan George, Bill Sleep, Landon Moody, your top 5. Oh, Braden Ware's around. Chicagoland, one of our favorites to do here in WOOT, as these guys put down their laps. Let's see how they will come across the line. Will somebody else take the top time? They got 5 minutes to qualify here tonight. It does not. It looks like Paul Davis going to pick up his time. He's going to jump up into the number 2 spot with a 37.770. But Kenny Storkson still at the top of the boards with a 37.753. These guys are like 5 wide down the back straightaway. Again, a little bit of contact there. That's going to cost some guys some lap times. We got one up into the wall. Not sure who that is. That is, I don't know who it was. As Kenny Storkson going to continue to be at the top of the boards as these guys try to get things figured out. We're going to go ahead and put it on crashes. Of course, it goes right to Landon Moody when we hit crashes, as Storkson sits at the top of the board. Does not look like they're picking up the pace, and we'll see if a group of these guys try to jump on pit road and get one more lap in, or 2 more laps in, again in the draft, as it does not seem to be that they are picking up the pace any here. Wonder if that means tire wear may mean something here. An old wore out track could mean some tire issues here tonight as these guys come to the line. Let's see if anybody's able to pick up the pace and move themselves up the board. Landon Moody going to jump up into the number 4 spot with a 37.844. He's going to better his lap as these guys continue to run in the back. About 30 seconds left here in qualifying. Here they come. I think this is going to be the final lap for most of these guys. Maybe let them finish one more lap. We'll see what it does as they come out of turn number 4. It is going to be about 10 seconds left when they cross the line. Anybody able to pick up the pace any here? It does not look like anybody moved on the board. We got 15 cars with qualifying times. Farless, Kyle Todd, and Nathan Bolin out there. Let's see if they're able to put down a heater here as they come to the line. Farless going to go 11th quick. Kyle Todd does not get a lap in. Nathan Bolin also does not get a lap in, as that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get into tonight's race number 1 here at Chicagoland. I got to do a quick little driver's meeting with these guys. So once we get over here, we will go ahead and do that driver's meeting once we get on the starting grid. Oh, Jonathan Burt. Did he make it in time? Or is he spotting? Does not look like Burt got in here in time. He must be spectating as qualifying is finishing up. All right, we're going to go ahead and grid up. We're going to go through tonight's starting lineup here in just a second. Well, we'll go through the starting lineup now, and then we'll pull it up. It's going to be Kenny Storkson starting on the pole here tonight. Paul Davis in second. David Mayo in that number 3 spot. Landon Moody in 4th. Going to be Ethan George in 5th here tonight. Bill Sleep in 6th. Dakota Bro in 7th. Going to be Braden Wares in that number 8 spot. Franklin Monack in 9th. Bailey 3 in 10th. Going to be Farless in the number 11 spot. Chris Fanning in 12th. It is going to be Aaron Leffel in that number 13 position. Joseph Sellinger in 14th. Daniel Glover in 15th. Zach Lovelace 16th. Kyle Todd 17th. Riley Green in 18th. And Nathan Bolin rounding out the field in that number 19th spot. Going to be 25 laps here tonight in the first race. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. We're going to do a quick little driver's meeting here. It is 25 laps or 30 minutes, whichever comes first. It is admin control cautions. So if we get a series of cautions, I may let it go green for a little while. We get one fast repair here tonight, so use it wisely. Do not go double. Do not jump out of lane until after the start-finish line. Now, obviously, if you stretch out a little bit, I get when you come down and there is clearly nobody next to you and you're not trying to advance your position doing it. But what I don't want you to do is to jump in the middle or the top and try and take it 2 and 3 wide to get spots before the start-finish line on any start or restart. This initial start will be on green, and by green I mean on the green flag dot on Riley Green. He's starting too far back in order to start on him. We're going to keep it above the white line here tonight, except on the front straightaway. You are allowed to go down on the apron on the front straightaway. Obviously, the chat is the most important thing here. If you have a problem with somebody, go ahead and mic up. Tell them they're a fucking moron, but leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, that is the easiest way to get removed from here. This will be live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, so make sure you guys go give us a like, a share, and a follow at MDiTV now. And don't forget to have some fun here tonight. Top 3, if you are in the Discord, jump in, and I will give you an interview. Also, if you go a lap down and I don't throw a caution, or you go a lap down in general because you have to tow, when we do get a caution, get your lap back. That being said, if you're on the lead lap, stay down by the white line so those guys can rip the top side and get back on the lead lap. All right, we are looking for the green flag as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Kenny Storkson and Paul Davis on that front row looking for the green flag as they come into the restart zone. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. It is going to be a drag race heading for turn number 1 and 2. Paul Davis on the outside. He's going to get a push from Landon Moody. Landon Moody hasn't made an appearance on WOoT in a while. He's been, we haven't had a lot of double headers either, and he's been running a league. So he's out here tonight. He's looking to come back in style. Hopefully take a victory here tonight in that number 84 machine as we got contact further back between Monack and Braden Wares. They're going to keep it straight down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Kenny Storkson with the edge into turn number 3, but here comes that top side. Davis on the high side. Who's going to lead lap number 1? Moody's going to go to the middle. He leaves Davis out to hang. I think it was Davis at the line, but too close to call between him and Storkson. Forward wide back of the pack as it looks like Lovelace is trying to cut his way up through the field as we go 3 wide for lead. Moody in the middle. Moody going to cut down in front of Storkson, take the lead out of turn number 2. Paul Davis going to try to come up. Moody going to come up and put the block on him. Gets the push down the back straightaway, looking for 3 and 4. Here comes Ethan George in that number 51 machine. He's looking to close some ground as, we got some damage towards the back as we had a few cars get caught up. It looks like we're going to keep it green for now as they come to the line. Going to be Landon Moody on the high side. He's going to lead this time by. I see something must have happened in the back. We will get a caution here, so if you feel like you need a fast repair, get it. You will get your lap back. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Moody going to continue to lead 3. Wow! No, we got one around. Caution flag in turn number 1 and 2 as it looks like David Mayo got sideways in front of the field. Big contact with the wall for David Mayo. All right, we're going to go back and take a look and see what happened to David Mayo here. Looks like he just got loose. He's going to get loose. Yeah, just gets loose down on that bottom side, trying to save it. Almost clipped Bill's sleep. Lost a lot of that. And of course, Frank's going to get caught up in that one. A couple other cars. Braden Wares, Daniel. Daniel already had issues. We're going to go see what happened. What happened maybe to Daniel here. Let's see what happened back here in the back of the pack. We did have, a little bit of contact there as Kyle Todd gets in the back of 84, and they're going to get together. Big wreck in the back of the pack. These guys make contact, get damage on the cars. Big damage to Daniel Glover. In the back, they kept it going straight. No caution flag there. These guys going to take repairs and fast repairs as Moody leads the way. All right, guys, just a friendly reminder, this start will be on Landon Moody anytime after the pace car pulls off. So we got a couple guys going. No. Looked like David Mayo might have had to take the tow here. He is down on pit road, going a lap down. No big deal. He'll get his lap back when we get another caution. As Moody is going to lead it here to the green flag. Lights are still on as these guys go down on pit road. Couple guys getting tires. Couple guys getting a little bit of damage repair done. Looks like Chris Fanning on pit road in the number 10. Getting his car situated. Getting that damage fixed, not taking the fast repair. Save that for later. Here comes Riley Green. He got some damage on that 07. He's going to look to get, it looks like he might have just sat for the damage repair and get back out on the track. Save the fast repair. You're probably going to need it later. I'm curious how many people ended up having to take their fast repair. Oh, the 18's got some damage on it. Nathan Bolin with some damage on that number 18 did not take those repairs. All right, so. Oh, shit. Thank you, Cody. I didn't even know you were out there. Geez, you don't listen. Yes, all starts are on leader from here on out. Anytime after the pace car pulls off. We get it. Your special speeds. Oh, shoot. We might be getting chat, and I forgot to pull it up. Sorry, guys. Let's go take a look and see what people have said. What's up, Brian? What's up? What's up, guys? Sorry, I forgot to pull up the chat. I was over here racing. I see Luke out there. Must be a charity race. It is hosted, yes. We got another race. We got COT coming up next, guys. So if you did not make this one, COT at Dega. I'm gonna go ahead and pull the Facebook chat up on my phone. And then pull up the rest of the chat where it belongs. Sorry about that, guys. As these guys looking for the green flag. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as Moody leads the way. It is going to be side by side all the way through the field looking for turn number 1 and 2. Moody continues to lead down on that inside. Here comes the 17 of Davis on the high side. I know we're getting a little bit of stutter. I'm pulling up my chat, and it just takes a little bit of CPU real quick. All right, that should be good now. As they head into turn number 3 and 4, trying to take it 3 wide with Ethan George up on the top side out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Moody's going to lead it maybe this time by. No, Davis at the line with a big push from behind. Is that Farless in the number 3? I'm assuming Justin Farless giving the push to Paul Davis to the line as they head into turn number 1 and 2. So Davis going to run it out front as there's 3 wide behind him through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody with a big side draft out of turn number 2. Moody going to utilize that side draft into turn at number 3 and 4. Here comes Davis trying to squeeze Moody down into turn number 3. They're going to be 3 wide with George up on the high side. Ethan George going to fall back. Here comes Storkson. Here comes Kyle Todd. Big block by Kenny. Across the line, 3 wide for lead. Kenny Storkson down on the bottom. Farless up high. They're 4 wide for second heading into turn number 1. Oh, big sideways for Kyle Todd as he almost gets in the back of Storkson. Big contact. They're wrecking. Are they wrecking? They are wrecking. Caution flag out of turn at number 2. Big wreck out of turn number 2. Let's back this up and take a look and see what happened here. Oh, Kyle Todd gets up into Kenny, pushes him up the track, just more contact there. Everybody kind of bouncing off each other, being 4 wide, and yeah, the pileup is into turn at number 2. Yeah, they definitely. Kyle was shooting for the bottom, but he got in the back of Kenny there. But yeah, that was rough. Yeah, you guys were 4 wide, and Kyle got a wrong little tap in the back of Kenny, and there just wasn't enough room for anybody. All right, so caution flag is out for the second time here tonight as we are 9, about to be 10 laps into it. Moody going to get that fast repair. Kyle Todd back out on the track. Monak getting his work done. I think Frank might have used his fast repair. Man, he cannot catch a break. Riley Green got caught up in that one. What's up, Demon? What's up, Demon? Okay, Clint is not racing, Demon. Clint is not racing. All right, so David Mayo going to get his lap back here. Yeah, I see it. For some reason, I can't get my Facebook chat to show up on OBS, and so I got to look at my phone. And I forgot to pull up all my chat earlier, so we're going to see if I can get the Facebook chat to work. All right, so I got it up. We'll see. Oh, yeah, the Facebook chat just came up. We'll see if it stays up. So I do have it showing now. You want to see a crab walker? All right, we're going to see what happens here. See if that Facebook chat shows up on OBS. Yes, sir. Storkson. I think they're together. I heard you. All right, looking for the green flag here. Paul, this is going to be on you anytime after the pace car pulls off. As they come out of turn number 4, it is going to be green flag this time by. What's up, Wallace? I see you out there watching. As they come out of turn number 4, looking for the green flag. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway. Big jump. Paul Davis out front leading the way as they're side by side behind him. That's going to stretch out the field. Will this bite Davis, or will it be the move as Lovelace has moved up into the number 2 spot as he is up 14 position, but Ethan George going to fight back on the outside. Aaron going to get a run down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3. Big run into turn number 3. It's going to be Ethan George with the edge, but here comes Lovelace digging back as they head into turn number 3 at 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, it is going to be Paul Davis leading the way. Zach Lovelace second. Ethan George in that number 3 spot. George going to get the run. Now he's looking for the lead, heading for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2, side by side for the lead. Ethan George up top, pretty much by himself, working the side draft. Out of turn number 2, he's going to get the edge on Davis down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3. Now remember, 25 minutes to complete this race, or 30 minutes to complete the race, or 25 laps, whichever comes first as we close in. 14 laps complete, 11 laps to go. Ethan George trying to work the top side, but a big push from Lovelace pushes Davis almost a car length ahead as they head into 1 and 2. Big run for George on the outside. George started to get some help, but Aaron's going to drop down to the bottom side as they head into turn number 1 and 2. The rest of the field is catching. Here comes Daniel Glover in that number 89 machine. He had damage early on, but he has moved his way up into the number 5 spot, and he is looking for more. He's got Dakota behind him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot. We got a pack back here kind of sitting. Man, poor Franklin. I feel so bad for him. As we move up to the front, still side by side, Ethan George continuing to work that outside. George has been so good in these street stock races, especially. He has been able to work it as he is going to grab that side draft into turn number 1 and 2. Out of turn 2, big run for George down the back straightaway. Going to grab the lead, looking for turn number 3. Needs to get off the door to that 17. The 17 is going to get close to the door, pull that side draft back. He's got help from behind. Here comes Glover on the outside in that number 89, trying to close the gap. Help might be coming for Ethan George as they come out of turn number 4. Oh, that line is starting to build on the outside. I see Wares and Moody as they are starting to close on the high side, looking for the line. It is going to be Davis at the line once again. Oh, Glover's not there to help. He's looking to the outside into 1 and 2. Glover had the run, didn't want to let it go. He's going to move back in line now. Top 8, nose to tail, now side by side down the back straightaway. So we got 4 rows of 2 down the back straightaway. But I'll tell you, this 15 of Dakota looking like he might go to the outside. We might have a 5-car draft up on the outside, but Moody's going to move down to the bottom. Moody trying to look for somewhere to go. That middle lane may be the place to be here if it comes open, as Moody is starting to look for it as they come to the line. 17 laps complete. We got 8 laps to go as they head into 1 and 2. Moody takes it 3 wide as he gets to the door of Lovelace. He's going to split Wares and Lovelace into turn number 1 and 2. Tries to gain some ground. He's got big draft in the middle. That is a sweet spot to be. If people give you the room, contact there. Braden Wares able to hold on to it as Moody sticks his nose where it doesn't belong, heading for turn number 3. That's going to break up the pack a little bit. Here comes Davis back on the outside. Georgia up high, side by side for the lead out of turn number 4. Out of turn number 4, big move by Glover as he's trying to decide which lane he wants to be in, trying to work both lanes from that number 3 spot. We don't see much of that, but he was blocking like he was leading from 3rd as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Wares to the outside. Wares trying to make that 3rd lane work. He's got 0 help, gets back in line out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. This pack is starting to grow. The rest of them are coming. Down the back straightaway, Kyle Todd has caught the pack. He's got Kenny Storkson next to him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Definitely looking like it's going to get a little interesting here as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be 19 laps complete, 6 laps to go. Will we get another caution flag here? Some of these guys have used their fast repairs already, but I'll tell you what, I know Ethan George and Paul Davis have not. They got less to lose than the rest of the field as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Oh, Riley Green had some issues apparently as they come out of turn number 2. 3x3 down the back straightaway. Big contact. We had a couple down in the grass. We're going to throw that caution. Oh, it's the two that have led a good portion of this one down into the inside wall. This should be a pretty quick caution. All right, so caution flag comes out with 5 laps to go. Those guys have been running up front all night. I know they kind of crashed off the surface, but I didn't want to take them out of it. Yeah, you got to pit anyway. You got a shit ton of damage. All right, so caution flag out on the track. Moody leads the way. Braden Wares, Ethan George, Daniel Glover, Zach Lovelace, Aaron, Kyle Todd. Let's see, does Davis have... Oh, yeah, Davis has got no left front, so he's going down on pit road. All right, guys, just get ready to double up. If Davis does get out there quick enough, I'm going to go ahead and make it 1 to go. So you might go green this time, just to give you guys more laps to race. I'm going to keep an eye on him. I'll let you know what's going on. Oh, he's trying to pit. He might not make it. We'll see. Davis isn't going to make it there in time, so we're going to go 1 to go at the line if it's not already going to be. All right, so we got him stacked up. Gonna stack him up here once again. Ethan George with some damage on that number 51, but most of it is on the left front. He might be all right behind someone. We're going to find out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Bunch of damage on the nose. We'll see if it is enough to keep him in it. If it's going to take him out of it pretty quickly here as they look down the back straightaway. It is going to be green flag this time by. Just watch the back. Make sure nobody's going to try and do a big jump. Just a reminder, no jumping out until after the start-finish line, guys. This start is on Moody anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, we got him 2x2 into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be side by side out of turn number 4. Pace car pulls in. When will Moody fire him off? Green flag is out. He keeps him nose to tail while Kyle gives a shot to the drawers of Kenny Storkson coming to the line there as the green flag is out. All right, so this is still anybody's race as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It is going to be Braden Wares on that outside, Landon Moody on the inside. Ethan George is going to continue to push Moody. I don't know how fast that car will be if he gets out of line. These definitely have significant damage on that 51, but that might not matter as they head into turn number 3 and 4. They're going to get that one to go this time by. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, going to be side by side all the way through the field, coming to the white flag. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. They're going to spread out 4 wide to the line. 4 wide to the line. We got a wreck already. Big wreck as the white flag is out, and Kenny Storkson is a whole field wreck. Storkson slips through. Bill Sleep slips through. So does Fanning. Bowling's going to go bowling as he gets into Bailey 3 as they come through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Storkson with the lead. Bill Sleep in second. Fanning as they head into turn number 3. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It is going to be Kenny Storkson with the win here tonight in WOoT number 1. Second, going to be Bill Sleep Fanning in that number 3 spot. Some of it's luck and putting yourself in the right place. We're going to go back and take a look and see what happened there at the white flag as the whole field got caught up. All right, so we're gonna go chopper. So yeah, they just ran out of room. Hard pushing, coming to the white. Oh, big wreck. The whole field gets caught up in this one. Very few slip through. Man, Frank is just a magnet. But Storkson with the win here tonight. Congratulations, Kenny Storkson. We're gonna go ahead and pull up that top 3. All right, so I would imagine that the COTs will be up anywhere between 2 and 4 minutes from now. Top 3, if you jump in Discord, I will do an interview right after I go through this results. All right, it is going to be Storkson with the win here tonight. Bill Sleep second. Chris Fanning in third. Going to be bowling in that number 4 spot. Bailey 3 in 5th. Ethan George in 6th. Going to be Kyle Todd in the number 7 spot. David Mayo in 8th. Justin Farless in 9th. Going to be Zach Lovelace in the number 10 spot. Wares in 11th. Paul Davis in 12th. Glover going to be in that number 13 spot. Moody in 14th. Sullinger in 15th. Going to be LaFell in that number 16 spot, and Dakota Burrow and Frank Monack 17th, 18th, and Riley Green going to bring it home in that number 19 spot. Let's go ahead and see if anybody is in Discord. That was a wild one here tonight. Well, Bill, you said you were going to keep an eye out for shenanigans tonight. Was there any shenanigans? Did you have to put the hammer down on anyone?
We were getting close a couple of times, but the boys kind of they kept their calm. They paid attention. They knew what they were doing.
You know, we had a couple cautions in there, a couple people getting aggressive, but overall, pretty good racing out there tonight. I mean, it was hard. You were up there in contention a few times, almost got clipped with Mayo, got sideways there. But right in the middle of the mix there, it felt like almost everybody had a pretty good shot tonight.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah. Cars were pretty racy out there, and yeah, after Mayo, I seen him flash off to my left, and the next thing I know, he flew across my back mirror, and it's just like, whoa, see you, buddy. But no, the cars were pretty even, and you know, a couple of times we got a little overwhelmed, you know, 4 wide, just 10 laps in, but they calmed down, and everybody had fun, and Kenny pulled off the victory. That's awesome.
Yeah, definitely some pretty good racing here tonight. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Just shouting out to you, man, for doing this shit and putting up with us, you know. Hopefully these guys will all settle down and we'll keep this going because it is a lot of fun. So big shout out.
Definitely good to see you get a podium here tonight. Kenny Storkson getting the W here tonight. I saw Brian out in the chat. I don't know if he's still in there. I'm going to assume he left because you had a good finish.
Oh yeah. It was was fun. That was a blast. The hole opened up and I went for it, and it surprisingly got room going into one, and then everybody disappeared. So yeah.
You know, you got caught up a little bit earlier. You guys were 4 wide, big runs coming, got a little tap from behind, a little bobble. Slid up a little bit. Normally wouldn't be a big issue, but 4 wide. I mean, you guys were for 4 or 5 wide at times. You guys were pretty clean up at the front. I mean, it had to be pretty chaotic, though. I mean, I imagine those knuckles were pretty white at the end of this one.
Yeah, they were. I've always gone by a motto: if there's room for 3, there's room for me. So yeah, it was fun. I had a very good time, and congrats to Bill Sleep. That guy was behind through the grass behind me. I seen that in my mirror. But yeah, just everybody that's helped. Landon been pretty cool about stuff, and you for doing it, MDiTV. Yeah, it's a blast.
Well, great run here
And my
tonight.
wife. I have to thank my wife.
Yeah, got to thank your wife. Great run here tonight. It's good to hear you're on the Landon Moody train now.
Yes, all aboard.
Yeah, I heard you got a T-shirt.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on that. Got lost in the mail, I think.
All right, guys. Good run here tonight, and get ready for the COTs. That should be fun, too.
Thanks,
Yep,
sir.
we'll be seeing you over there, man.
All right, bud. Have a good one, guys. All right, so Bill Sleep and Kenny Storkson, great finishes here tonight. Going to toss them down there. We're going to get into the COT cars. That should be up right about now. So we're going to move over to this screen as we get ready to jump over into that. We go ahead and save this replay, though. That was a pretty fun race. Overall, a good race. Couple little mistakes, mainly at the end there, as it looks like Ethan George going for it. A little bit of contact with Braden Wares, and it was so narrow there. So heading to Dega, looks like we got 17 cars in the session now with the COTs. Definitely a lot of guys we've just seen, and some new names out there. Jonathan Burt made it to this one. Good to see Jonathan out there. COTs tend to put on a good show. They're a lot of fun. They're hard to drive. We'll see how they roll here tonight. Asher's made it. Oh, who else we got? We got definitely got some familiar names in here. See how this goes. A little bit different format, only 15 minutes, so we might end up taking everybody if it doesn't fill up the same way, which is okay with me. I got to get up at 4 a.m., so try not to make it a long night here tonight. So hopefully we can zip through this relatively quickly, but with a good enough action for everybody to watch. If you're over on Facebook or anywhere else, make sure you guys say hello. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Yeah, I don't know. Oh. Oh, you should be able to make it. Oh, you don't have power at all. That is unfortunate, Luke. That sucks. It's definitely charity. Yeah, for once, Kenny did not die. All right, we're going to go ahead and move back over here into the race session out there on the track.
That's accurate.
I was just on the other screen because I was switching sessions. All right, so we're going to go ahead and see how many do we got in here. Looks like we got about 20 something in here right now, taking 26 into the feature. We have about 10 minutes left in practice. Can we hear? There's not a whole lot to hear right now. We're just out there having fun. Just out there having a little bit of fun. Storkson out on the track. Our winner from the last race. Lovelace currently in the number 2 spot. Nolan Daniel going to be in that number 1 spot right now in the number 5. Moody sucks, says Burke. So my Facebook is showing up right now. We'll see if it keeps up. So my Facebook, thank God, it has been horrible with Facebook lately. Showing up on OBS, so hopefully it stays that way. Lovelace has got that thing hung out. Got Cody Rogers out there, Landon Moody.
I'm a little stuck. I need
Mark Rogers, Caden Carter, Frank Monak, Farless, Rye Johnson. Oh, big hit. Ethan George, Mark Klein. Stats is out there. Good to see Stats make an appearance. Jonathan Bird, David Mayo, Cody Harrelson has made it out. He helped me race control some. Yes, Kenny won something. Kenny actually won the race. I mean, Ethan kind of gave it to him, but Kenny did win. All right, who else? We got Chris Fanning out there.
I'm on
our third place finish. Bill Sleep is out there. Our second place finisher from the last one.
I need a tarp now.
Hello,
Looks like we got 26 cars roughly in the session right now. So, there goes some more. So we are definitely going to be sending someone home here tonight. Oh, how long have you been following? Is it going to tell us? It doesn't want to tell us. Oh, that's unfortunate. They took it away from us? I'll tell you, Burke, it's been a long freaking time.
I just killed somebody.
Don't worry, Cody. I definitely know how to push in the COT.
Let's see. That is crazy that that's not working. I don't even know how to fix it.
I don't think I'm worried about the push. I'm worried about the front tires actually turning. Yeah, Cody Rogers.
Kyle Todd out there. So we got some good, decent iRating people jumping in this one too. Should be a decent race here tonight if everybody plays good.
You want me to run like a halfway series machine for this, or is the Dale car okay?
I don't care. You can run whatever you want.
All
right, perfect. Was just checking. I didn't know if it was like a live stream, if y'all wanted that or not.
It is live stream, but I'm not super picky. Yeah, it's been a while.
Mr. Batzer, always good to see you, sir.
What's up, Stats?
Thank you, James, for the host and the good show you got going on. Thank you, James Stats, for showing us this stream.
Yeah, thank you, James Stats, for the host.
Look, don't embarrass me in front of Batzer, all right, guys?
Lovely.
Yeah, don't embarrass him. He doesn't need any help.
You're the one that invited him.
Yeah, thought us Moon Car boys will show up, bring a little noise.
There you go.
Yeah, I saw his post. I guess it's expected. I get it. But it's kind of sad.
We all got recently, we were all left homeless, so we're just trying to find a window to look through.
We're like that dog, at the pound looking for a new home, and right now we're looking at y'all.
All right, so we are getting as you can hear some of the Moon Car guys. I don't know if you guys heard, but Moon Car going to be changing things around a little bit. He's going to be he's looking to move on and do something different. Life changes. Life gives you different things. Maybe I got to go change it. So it's good to see some new people out here in the stream. What the heck is that, Demon?
That's bad.
What the heck is that thing?
When life gives you lemons.
All right, so We got some people up in the stream now. More people starting to jump in as we are getting ready for the COT. Definitely one of my favorite combos to run.
Sorry, I had more than 6 left in my tire.
As it looks like Nolan Daniel
You're good,
is
man.
out there at the top of the boards. Caden Carter, Jonathan Burt, Rye Johnston, and Mark Rogers, your top five.
Run currently.
You had something with you had something with some pizza in its mouth. It looked like.
Can't wait to see like 20 people do a COT flip off the backstretch.
You can hear these guys. All right, I got to use the bathroom, guys. I'll be right back.
James, I went through the fence.
Hold on, I'm on my way. Don't do it. Okay, I'm dead. Oh my God.
Ethan, we might need a tarp for you.
I tried to hit someone through the grass, and the grass said no.
Oh, you were about a millimeter away from hitting me. In a black clear?
Oh, it's a pigeon.
Thank you.
I couldn't tell. I can't see it on OBS. I happened to look
I need a
over
black
at
clear too.
Facebook. All right, we are going to get ready here for the stream. Let's see. We got about 2 minutes left here in practice. All right, guys, just a heads up. We are going to do a driver's meeting at the beginning of qualifying. So if you don't like someone talking when you're qualifying, you might want to give me a minute. It is 10 minutes of qualifying. You got 3 laps. I will let the 10 minutes run out. Also, if this is your first time here and you do make the feature, we do run the 3-minute warm-up. And you guys can pretty much do whatever you want. Just don't get DQ'd. In the 3-minute warm-up. Oh, that coffee looks tired, Demon. All right, so we have a solid field here. Looks like we got around 30-something cars as Nolan Daniel still at the top of the boards. Carl Ritter, second. Caden Carter, Jonathan Burt, and Rye Johnston, your top 5 as it stands right now as we get ready for tonight's race. I need to go ahead and make sure I'm over on race control for the driver's meeting. There we go. I'm a little rusty because I haven't been doing these as much. Oh, Lovelace keeps going down on pit road. That is why he keeps hitting the black flag. As we got 1 minute left, let's see what we got going out on the track. A couple of these guys probably will crash here.
I'm going to try to go to space one more time.
All right, so Ethan George is trying to hit the little gap here, trying to go to space. Uh-oh, it sent him right to pit road. Oh, these guys are going to crash it up a little bit. We got about 25 seconds left here in practice. Getting ready for the 10-minute qualifying. It is going to be a wild one here tonight. Definitely some good drivers, some decent stats out here. More people still coming into the session. Looks like we are up to 37-ish cars. As qualifying is coming to our practice is coming to an end, rolling into qualifying now. They're going to get 3 laps here tonight. They got 10 minutes to do those 3 laps. Somebody's going to wait and try and get a quick time. Still more people coming in. Looks like we got Painter coming in. As practice is over, getting into qualifying now. All right, everybody, thanks for coming out. This is going to be 3 laps of qualifying here. We do have 10 minutes. Top 5 transferring in time and do not have to go into a heat race or an LCQ. We're going to do 2 heat races here tonight. Each will be 5 laps, top 8 from each heat race. Everybody else off to the Consi, top 5 from the Consi. Total 26 cars going into the feature here tonight. There are no caution flags in the heats or the Consis. If you get wrecked, go get that fast repair, get back out there. They will probably wreck again. We're going to keep it up. I don't care where you guys qualify, but when we are racing, we're going to keep it above those double yellow lines. Also on starts and restarts, we want to stay in line until after the start finish line. I have no 3 wide rule. You can go 3 wide as soon as you pass that start finish line, but do not jump out of line before then. It's going to look like Days of Thunder out there, they said in the chat. They're probably not wrong. Biggest thing here, guys, is chat. I find that chat is the quickest way to make a room toxic if you continue to let it go. I have zero problem if you want to mic up and tell someone they're a fucking moron because they do something stupid in the race, or if you feel like they do something stupid in the race. But leave it at one and done. If you do keep it going, that is the easiest way to get removed from the server. I don't really want to listen to it. So it is funny the first time, but when it keeps going, it's just kind of annoying and it brings down the whole session. But like I said, you get one go at it, so make it count if you're going to do it. Other thing that makes the room toxic is Kyle Todd. It doesn't matter if he's on pit road, they'll still blame it on him. So other than those 2 things, let's try and keep this a positive experience here tonight. Have some fun. Make sure you guys put on the stream at MDiTV now on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. Also, I don't know what I'm doing next week. I am in the process of moving. I may do the double. I may do a single. I may not do anything. But as soon as I do the move, I will be streaming more again. Starts. All initial starts will be on green. Restarts will be on leader. The only time you got to worry about that is in the feature. That being said, if you are in the feature and you go a lap down, because it is admin control cautions, go get your fast repair, whatever you got to do, go your laps down. When we do get a caution flag, you can get your laps back. That being said, if you are on the lead lap and we get a caution, stay on the double yellow line because those lap down cars will be coming around the top side. And if you get caught on the high side and they rear end you, I'm probably going to laugh at both of you. But let them get their laps back, and we will clear the blacks when we go back green. There are a couple admins in here to help out in case people get too dumb. I really hate banning people, or I don't ban people usually, but I hate booting people, so don't give me a reason to do it. Let's have some fun here tonight, and if I forgot anything, somebody in the server will remind you. All right, guys, we are out on the track. James Stats is at the top of the boards with a 42.774. I'm definitely rusty doing the driver's meet and having to think about it. I didn't see what you found. Let me go see what you... Oh, yeah, you got a lot of pigeons. I see. I got to find out how to turn that thing on. Let's see. That's not it. I definitely don't have any blocked words. All right, I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the follow thing for Burke, but I can't find it, Burke. I'll look for it later. All right, so who is out on the track right now? Currently, James Stats at the top of the boards. Do we have anybody out there? Lovelace and Moody are both out on the track. This is one I want to watch here tonight. Let's go, Monac. Look, he's going to do good until there's a wreck, and somehow it's going to find him. All right, so Lovelace out on the track, putting down a lap. So is Moody. Klein is out there. Klein going to jump up to the number 20 spot. Now, remember, these times will change. Some of these guys will run a couple top line laps and then run on the bottom for their quick time on the last lap. Get this thing wound up. We are going to see some fast speeds in race settings here tonight. These guys are already running 225 miles per hour plus by themselves in qualifying. So we're going to see like 240s, 250s, maybe 260s here tonight. Oh, Sean's in here. That's been a while since I've seen that name. McConnell's in here. Good to see Daniel out there. As Landon Moody goes to the top of the boards with a 42.747. Let's see what Lovelace is able to do here as he comes around for his first lap. He's going to go up to the 23rd spot. Let's see what he's able to do on lap number 2. Stats still sitting in that number 2 position. Lovelace out on the track, though. Watch this 00. This is his style racing right here. A little bit of talent. Have to drive that car off that right rear. These guys will, I know it's wide open on Thursdays, but these guys will have to lift some. Lovelace coming around to complete lap number 2. Let's see if he's able to pick up the pace any here on lap number 2 as he comes to the line. Lovelace going to go quick time with a 42.736 for Zach Lovelace. So Lovelace to the top of the boards. Not really a huge surprise there. Rodney German out on the track right now. Sean Winkler on the track right now. Boo Moody says, Scott Helms. What's up, Helms? Don't worry. Lovelace took it away from him. Winkler in that 41 Taco Bell machine. See what he's able to do here. As we got some more jumping up towards the top. Rodney German going to be 11th quick. Let's see if Winkler he is not able to pick up the pace any on his final lap. Riley Green jumping out there. About little less than 3 minutes left as Riley Green rolls out on the track. Looks like Nathan Bolin not able to put down a lap. So it looks like we have about 40 cars in here. Asher has not put down a lap. Is Asher in here? Asher is not in here. Cheater, pumpkin eater. It says, where is Clint? Is on a date with John? I don't know. I don't know where Clint is. He is MIA. So right now, it looks like Lovelace at the top of the boards, but Rodney German running his third lap. Is he going to be able to jump up on the boards in that number 69 machine? That black on purple is hard to read, the 69, but I'll have to remember that. See if Rodney is able to pick up the pace Eddie here as he comes across the line. He is going to stay in that number 11 position. Riley Green in the number 14. Only car left out on the track that has laps left. Let's see what he is able to do here tonight in that number 14 machine. Ooh, big bobble. That apron is treacherous in these COT cars. As he comes across the line 20th quick with a 42.965 for Riley Green. Oh, that's all he's going to get. Oh, my God. Riley, you died. Somebody get the stretcher for Riley. All right, so Riley's going to be done. That looks like it is going to be it for qualifying as they got about 30 seconds left. For a totally different reason. All right. So we are going to go ahead and stack them up here for heat race number 2, or heat race number 1. Let's see. It's going to be Lovelace, Moody, Stats, Roger, and Farron are your top 5. Those guys are going to be going to the feature automatically. All right, so Zach, Landon, James, Cody, and Dan get to enjoy the heat races. Everybody else is going to find themselves in a heat race. This one, odd numbers and qualifying will be in the second one. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get ready. Here for heat race number 1, it is going to be Braden. Oh. All right, so it is going to be Braden Ware starting on the pole. Christopher Nilsson in second. Going to be Caden Carter in that number 3 spot. Gage Bennett in a 4th. Going to be Ashton Champion in the number 5 spot. Mark Rogers in 6th. Scott Haynes in 7th. Going to be Riley Green in the number 8 spot. Nolan Daniel in 9th. Frank Monack in 10th. Going to be Ethan George back in the number 11 spot. Painter in 12th. Kyle Todd in 13th. Going to be Chance Manning in the number 14 spot. Brandon Curtis in 15th. David Mayo 16th. And Chris Fanning in that number 17 spot. Top 8 going to transfer through. Everybody else off to the LCQ. Yeah. It's very likely. All right, guys. Top 8 transfer through. This start will be on green. And when I say green, I mean the green flag, not you, Riley. P3. Got to put some work in. As these guys going to roll out on the track. Braden Wares leading the way here in heat race number 1. Good qualifying effort for him just outside that top 5. He's going to have to put a little work in here. Hold on for 5 laps. No caution flags. All right, remember, guys, keep an eye on these guys on these starts. There's some new guys. All right, just a reminder, no jumping out of line until after the start-finish line. Well, and if you end up having to pass because somebody misses a gear or something, obviously I'm going to use my discretion. My main goal is to not get people to sit back and try and jump in and take it 3 wide right away and wreck the field before you even get to the start-finish line. It's more fun to wreck after the start-finish line. All right. We got them stacked up 2 by 2. Looking for the green flag here tonight. Braden Wares out front. Christopher in a second outside of him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be side by side. Who's it going to be here tonight in heat race number 1? Top 8 transfer. This is quite the field here tonight. We got 9 of these guys going into the Consi, and then we're only taking 5 out of the Consi. So this is high pressure. Making the top 8 here could be essential because the Consis are usually pretty nuts, high pressured, because you only take 5 out of there, and you usually have around 15, 18, 20 cars in that LCQ, and you don't want to get stuck in there looking to be a top 5 as the pace car pulls in. Braden Wares out front, leading the way. With Christopher on his outside, who's it going to be as they roll into the restart zone? 5 laps, 8 transfer. Green flag is out. Green flag is out. Great jump on the outside by Christopher as they head for turn number 1 and 2. He had that thing rolling forward. That was absolutely key there as they head into turn number 1 and 2. These guys going to jockey for position. Gage Bennett, though, looking for the lead into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, a little bit contact offer with a big save there as we got one taking it up the middle. He's able to save it, bounces off the wall. They keep it straight down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Bennett leading the way as they head into turn number 3. Side by side for a second. Oh, Rogers going to cut down, slam that door. Riley Green up to the top side. He is falling out of that top 8 if he's not careful as they come out of turn number 4. Up front, it is going to be Bennett leading the way. Rogers in second. Where's Carter, Nilsson, your top 5 as they head across the line. Those guys are in if they can keep it clean, but they're going to go side by side. Here comes Rogers to the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. Rogers going to take the point. He's got Braden Wares behind him. Wares knows the deal here. He's going to be absolutely patient. No need to push it, but then he jumps up to the outside, down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Ware's going to hit the run on the outside. He's got some help behind him as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Handling is going to be an issue on these cars here tonight. They are fast. As you can see that we are hitting speeds of over 220 miles per hour as they come out of turn number 4 looking for the line. It is going to be 2 laps complete with Mark Rogers leading the way this time by 200, over 230. I didn't see 240 down the front straightaway. We'll see what they're able to do in the back straightaways. They're 3 wide for that number 4 spot as they come out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, looks like we had a couple guys further back here, hoping these guys get collected as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. I saw 240. I saw over 240 down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Yeah, 241 is the top speed I have seen so far. Oh, we got a big wreck in the back. Oh, they're still wrecking. Ethan George around. So big wreck, couple guys caught up in this one, still wrecking in the back as we're going to keep it up at the front. 2 laps complete. We're going to take it 4 wide. No, Braden Wares thinks better of it as they head into 1 and 2. These guys are all but locked in as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Top 8 transfer through, and they are all together. They just have to keep it clean as it stands right now down the back straightaway into turn number 3. It's going to be Mark Rogers leading the way. Braden Ware's in second. Ware's trying to push it up to the top side. It might be a heat race, but he still wants to win it as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get that white flag this time by. How hard will they push it? Wares gets a big run on the outside through the tri-oval. He's looking to lead. It's a white flag is out. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Wares leads the way heading into turn number 1 and 2. These guys, they know they're locked in, but they're still going to race hard into turn number 1 and 2. Yeah, they have 0 competition up at the front as Wares is in the wall. Save it. Wares out of turn number 2. Oh, we got one sideways. Hard in the wall up on the top side. Oh, another one around. They're crashing down the back straightaway, knocking themselves out as they head into turn number 3. Oh, that is unfortunate. We had a couple guys. Scott goes around. I think he was kind of a victim there. As we move back up to the front, it's going to be Nilsson leading the way. They're still wrecking behind these guys. Oh, boy. Bennett goes around. It's going to be Nilsson leading it here. He's going to win heat race number 1. Painter in second. Rogers, champion. Carter, Wares, Manning, and Monac going to come across the line. Makes it into tonight's feature. Mayo, Bennett, George, Daniel, Haynes, Todd, Curtis, Riley Green, and Chris Fanning off to the LCQ. That was wild. All those guys were locked in. Oh, Braden got a black flag. As we get heat race number 1 in, getting ready for heat race number 2. All right, let's get ready here for heat race number 2. Ooh, we got Farless at the front of this one. Starting on the pole here tonight in heat race number 2, it's going to be Justin Farless. Outside of him, it's going to be Joseph Sellinger. Starting inside, row number 2, in the number 3 spot, it's going to be Rodney German with Troy Sororis in the number 4 spot. Rye Johnston in the number 5 position. Cody Harrelson in 6th. Going to be Jonathan Burt in 7th. Daniel McConnell in 8th. Gary Galley in 9th. Going to be Kenny Storkson in the number 10 spot. Dustin Dirksen in 11th. Mark Klein in 12th. Mark Klein did not grid up. It is going to be Bill Sleep in the number 13 spot. Carl Ritter in 14th. Sean Winkler in 15th. Going to be Matthew Cummings in the number 16 spot. Asher Hansen 17th. And Nathan Bowling in that number 18 spot. So Klein did not grid up. So that row will move up here as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Let me just give these guys a little bit of a reminder here. All right, guys, thanks for coming out. Heat race number 2. Going to be start on a green. Don't jump out of line until after the start-finish line. Obviously, you heard some of the conversation of what we said in heat race number 1. And keep it above those double yellow lines. You guys kind of get an idea how things roll. And if you're in the top 8, try not to take yourself out of it. All right, we got them stacked up 2x2 down the back straightaway. Mark Klein has not gridded up. Everybody else has. As they look for turn number 3 and 4, looking for the green flag this time by. Should be pretty wild here tonight. This is going to get pretty crazy here in heat race number 2. Only 8 transferring through again. We're going to have a pretty large LCQ. So these were all the odd number qualifiers out on the track now here in heat race number 2. Pace car is going to pull off. Farless going to lead him to the green flag in that number 12 machine. He's got Sellinger to his outside in the number 38. Who's it going to be here in heat race number 2? Survival first, racing second as they come down the front straightaway looking for that start finish line. To start lap number 1, who's it going to be? So I could see Sellinger is going to look to roll forward on Farless. Farless knows how to roll this, though. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway looking for turn number 1 and 2. The field trying to figure out where they need to go as Farless going to lead it. He's got German behind him. Oh, we got one up the track. That is Troy. Into turn number 1 and 2 as these guys are going to try to break away in this pack up front. They're going to be 2 and 3 wide further back on the pack. Those guys are in desperation mode back here. They're too far back to make it into the race. Kenny Stork's one of those guys. Right now, he is too far back. He's going to have to gain some ground in that number 57 to make it in. He was our street stock winner before this one. Boogity, 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 right? As they come to line, who's going to lead lap number 1? Here comes German. He steals the lead away from Farless to lead lap number 1. Down into turn number 1 and 2. We're going to be 3 wide back here for that number 4 spot. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Rodney German leads the way. Farless, Bert's up in the mix in the number 666. Currently in the number 5 spot. Down the back straightaway. Little bobble there. One going down to the apron. Able to bring it back up. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. Farless going to take the lead. Drops back down there side by side for second on back. Out of turn number 4, looking for the line this time by. Big run for German once again. He's going to look for the lead. Stays behind Farless. We got a big wreck in the back. These guys are wrecking like crazy back here for last. Back up to the front. These guys trying to break away. This field getting a little bit smaller up at the front. This is good for these guys. They have to push it a little less as Troy is struggling. In that number 24 machine, grabs the wall, currently in that number 9 spot, 1 spot out as Asher started in the back of the pack. He has broke his way into the top 8, looking to transfer his way through as Farless continues to lead. He's got Ryan Johnson, big sideways for Sellinger. Big save out of the number 38. Oh, he's still trying to, oh, he gets into Burt. He gets slid up the track. Oh, Burt almost saves it as Sellinger goes around. McConnell gets caught up. Burt is now out of the top 8. Big wreck out of turn number 4. So Sellinger gets sideways, not able to save it as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Battle for the lead as Johnson puts the pressure on Farless into 1 and 2. Looking up underneath, gets a little sideways. Farless up the track. Here comes Johnston out of turn number 2. Man, if you're, oh no, Farless gets loose into the wall. If you're one of these guys, you have to think, how hard do I want to push it? I am locked in. Farless with damage. That could affect him. Here comes Cody in the 13. Cody is looking for a win. Good run through 3 and 4. Closes the gap as they come out of turn number 4. Coming to the white flag. Can Harrelson take a win as the top 6 have broke away? Right now is Winkler and Troy on that bubble spot as we move back up to the front into turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Harrelson looking for the lead. How hard will he push it? As Johnson leads it in the number 20 out of turn number 2. Johnson sideways. Harrelson to the outside. He's sideways. Lap traffic up ahead. Will it become a factor as they look for turn number 3 and 4? Harrelson going to take the lead down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Looking for that checkered flag. Can he take the win here in heat race number 2? Looks like Johnson. Oh, Cody gets loose. Big wreck out of turn number 3 and 4. Oh my God, Cody just unalived himself all by himself as it's going to be Ryan Johnston with the win. Asher up 15 spots to second. Ritter, German, Winkler, Chororas, McConnell. McConnell is going to make it in to the feature in the number 10 machine. Got caught up, is able to make it in. Jonathan Burke going to start second. Oh my God. What just happened? Holy cow. I can't believe Kyle Todd wrecked you like that, Cody. All right. All right, we're going to go ahead and get ready here for the LCQ. It is going to be David Mayo starting on the pole here tonight. Jonathan Burt in second. Going to be Gage Bennett in the number 3 spot. Selinger in 4th. Going to be Ethan George in 5th. Nathan Bolin in 6th. Going to be Nolan Daniel in the number 7 spot. Man, Bowling and then Nolan. That is hard to say back to back. Cody Harrelson in 8th. Going to be Scott Haynes in the number 9 spot. Dirksen in 10th. Going to be Kyle Todd in 11th. Gary in 12th. With Riley Green in 13th. Going to be Storkson in the number 14 spot. Brandon Curtis in 15th. Bill Sleep in 16th. Fanning going to be 17th. Matthew Cummings in 18th. And Klein in that number 19 spot. Few of these guys will not grid up. Oh. Riley going to jump down onto pit road, playing a little bit different strategy here. All right, guys, remember, same rules as the heat races. Start is on green. Do not jump out of line until after the start-finish line. Top 5 transfer to the feature. Total of 26 cars in the feature here tonight. We're going to get a 3-minute warm-up after this. There are 14 of you. Riley has chose to start from the pits. If it's got you guys single file on that top lane, you can more than welcome to fall into place to double it up. I think Kenny and Bill are both on the top side. If you guys want to go bottom, you can. All right, we are looking for the green flag here once again. Don't let him lie to you. He's going to take your dad.
That is definitely gonna. You're correct. Dad on dad.
Who's your daddy?
All right, we are looking for the green flag here once again as they head into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Mayo and Burt on that front row. You know, I have a feeling that average age of the front row is still quite a bit older than the rest of the field. Except for Bill's sleep. Looking for the green flag. as they come down the front straightaway looking for that green flag. Here they are. Green flag is out. Ooh, a little aggressive there. These guys know it's go time. 6 laps here in the LCQ. Oh, they are going to wait. No. Oh, they're wrecking already at the front. Already wrecking. Big wreck. Big wreck. As long as you don't do what Cody did. All right, down the back straightaway, it's going to be Schellinger leading the way. Ethan George in second. Let's go take a look and see. What exactly happened there as they come out of turn number 4. I think Mayo is going to get up. Oh, Mayo just gets into Burt. Oh. He just didn't know. All right, remember, top 5 going to transfer through as Schellinger leads the way. Ethan George second, Kyle Todd in third, Jonathan Burt in fourth as they come down the front straightaway, or back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. We got one down on the bottom. You know, I'll tell you what. I don't know what's going to happen with Riley Green, but did he make a bad choice here? As these guys race up the front, top 3, Jonathan Burt is still in this thing, and so is Gage. So this thing is not over yet. Bill Sleep is still in it. As they head through turn number 3 and 4, we're going to see where it lines these guys up as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Will it correct Riley Green and move him in a different spot? We're going to find out as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Right now, Bill Sleep is in as they come down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It did put Riley into the number 4 spot, so Bill Sleep is 1 spot out as it stands right now. So he's going to grab the wall out of turn number 2. Battle for the lead as Joseph Schellinger on the bottom, Ethan George in the second, Kyle Todd in third as they head down the front straightaway. Going to be 3 laps complete, 3 laps to go. 3 laps to go. Ethan George going to go ahead and back out of that one. He knows he's in. He doesn't want to chance it. Goes ahead and lets Kyle Todd around to go for that lead. Riley Green looking like a genius right now. Currently in the number 4 spot. Burt and Bill Sleep going to duke it out for the final transfer spot as Bill Sleep takes it away from Jonathan Burt. Jonathan has to have some damage on that number 666. He did get some contact there. Maybe he doesn't have too much, but it does seem to be slowing him down as they come down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. He's going to slow up Gary. Gary going to look to the outside. They're battling for first person going home into turn number 3 and 4. Back up to the front. Schellinger going to lead the way with 2 laps to go. Oh, Bill gets sideways. Oh, no. The 34 around. What happened there as Schellinger leads the way? Kyle Todd in third, Ethan George in fourth, as Riley Green looking for a genius as Bennett is up into the number 5 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. White flag is in the air. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. Schellinger leads the way. Kyle Todd in second. Lap traffic up ahead. That's Bill Sleep as Ethan George just going to play it safe here. He is in as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Kyle Todd to the outside. Schellinger down low. Battle for the lead. Yeah, that is unfortunate about Bill. Down into turn number 3. Schellinger going to keep the lead. Can he keep it straight? He is sideways on that right rear. Can he keep it straight out of turn number 4? He does. Down the front straightaway. Looking for the line. It's going to be Schellinger for the win. Here tonight, Kyle Todd is sideways for second. He holds on to it. Ethan George, Riley Green, and Jonathan Burke going to grab the number 5 spot in turn number 3 and 4. And takes the final transfer position. Bennett going to be in 6th. David Mayo Oh, David Mayo going to be out. Kenny Storkson is out. Bill Sleep is out. I'll tell you what, Riley Green looking big-brained here in that number 14 machine. Bert didn't do anything wrong there. He came down across the nose of him. That's unfortunate. As we are going to get the warm up here. Great race in there. That was wild. I'll tell you what, Riley Green is looking like he's got like a big brain right now. Oh, I don't think it would have worked out either, but I think he knew that was going to happen. All right, guys. 3-minute warm up here. Use it as you want. Get a drink. Go wreck each other. Take out your anger. Make sure you guys wreck Landon Moody, though, if you're out there. All right, these guys are going to have a little bit of fun here. Oh! All right, so I'm going to go grab a drink and let them argue a little bit. You guys want to listen?
There's a replay, pal. Go look at it.
That's what I'm doing.
Oh, you haven't yet?
They pushing it backwards on the back straightaway. Is that tow meter?
What kind of name is Painter?
Hold on, stay there, 29. I'll be right back.
All right, these guys are going to be out here having a little bit of fun. Did I miss anything good?
I don't know if you'll make it. Someone else is coming at 240.
Park it again.
All right, so these guys having a little bit of fun here so far as they're going to ride around the track. We got about a minute and 15 seconds left before we get into tonight's feature. The Derby is on right now. We should look from the blimp. Lots of guys out here doing a lot of different things. Oh, my God. Ethan out. Oh, death.
Home run, driver.
Oh, my God. He just killed him. That was murder.
That hurt.
Murder of the... Oh, wow. That thing is still running. It is smoking like a...
Just hit the body.
Oh. All right. So he's got Dale Earnhardt all over that thing. That is wild. Riley Green out there doing donuts, celebrating his pit stop. Oh, God. Moody's going to get him. As we got about 15 seconds left, getting ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight at Talladega. 26 cars. One winner. Who will survive? All right, so that is the end of the warm-up, getting ready for tonight's main event. It is going to be 30 laps here tonight. Let's go ahead and wait for that to switch over. And I will pull up tonight's starting lineup. Starting on the pole here tonight, it is going to be the 00 of Zach Lovelace. Outside of him, in the number 84 machine, it's going to be Landon Moody. Starting in the number 2 spot is going to be James Stats with Cody Rogers in 4th. Going to be Dan Farron in the number 5 position with Christopher Nilsson in 6th. Going to be Rye Johnston in the number 7 spot with Painter in 8th. Asher Hansen going to be in 9th here tonight. Mark Rogers in 10th. Justin Farless in 11th. Going to be Ashton Champion in the number 12 position. Carl Ritter in 13th. Caden Carter in 14th. Going to be Rodney German in the number 15 position. Braden Wares in 16th. Sean Winkler in 17th. Going to be Chance Manning in the number 18 spot. Troy in 19th. Frank Monack in 20th. Going to be Daniel McConnell in the number 21 spot with Joseph Sellinger in 22nd. Kyle Todd going to start in 23rd here tonight. Ethan George 24th. And then rounding out the field here tonight, it is going to be Riley Green in the number 25 spot. And last but not least, Jonathan Burt. So it does look like one person did not show up. So we got 25 cars here tonight, as we're going to go ahead and give these guys a reminder. All right, guys, it is going to be 30 laps here tonight. 30 long laps here tonight. You got one fast repair, so use it wisely. There's going to be no going below the double yellow line. Obviously, if it happens, and it's an accident and you get back up on the track, I get it. Use your discretion there. This start will be on green. Restarts will be on leader anytime after the pace car pulls off the track. If you got a problem with somebody, you can go ahead and mic up and tell them they're a moron, but leave it at one and done. We're here to have fun. Do this every Thursday night. Well, we try to do it every Thursday night. Every once in a while it doesn't happen, but try and do it every Thursday night, and we try to have a good group, and they're already trying to wreck for third. Don't jump out of line until after the start-finish line, guys. Have some fun here tonight. And remember, it is admin-controlled cautions. So if we do get too many cautions, I'll probably let it roll for a little bit and then eventually throw a caution. If you do go lap down, don't worry about it. You'll get your laps back when we do get the caution. All right, looking for the green flag as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Pace car's going to pull off. No, you're good. You're good. I know you didn't mean it. Well, yeah, Moody. No Moody cautions tonight. Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Lovelace going to lead the way on the inside. They're going to get it mixed up through the field as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Did Cody stay in here? Okay. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Stats down on the bottom side. Yeah, I'm usually fine. It would just been nice to have him watch some of the field too. Oh, it is getting dicey back here. We got a couple wrecking, a couple turning around. We're going to keep it green for now. They're going to keep it straight out of turn number 4. Oh, boom. Big wreck out of down the front straightaway. They're going to all get tied up. We're going to go ahead and throw that yellow. So Ethan goes around there. All right. Oh, God. Oof. Oh, my God. Oh, hold on. There's a couple guys that cut the grass there. Wow. A few guys are wrecking here. All right, we need to go find out who wrecked. All right. Oh, somebody got the wall. Oh, I see what happened here. I see what happened. We had one bounce off the wall, and he just came down. 31 here. He's going to bounce off the wall and just clips. Oh, clips Mark Rogers. Rogers goes around, gets T-boned by the 41. Oh, my God. Murdered by the 38. Seeing a couple guys getting in this early caution. Who was that got the wall? That's going to be Nilsson that got into the wall, got stuck in the wall. Caution flag comes out here for the first time tonight. Lots of people taking advantage, going down on pit road as Stats has the lead here tonight. Looked like Nilsson just got into the wall and bounced him down into just bounced him down into the field on the track and caused that one there. Just a mistake. Mark Rogers paying for that one in the 183. We'll see if anybody else has got to go a lap down here. As we get the first caution flag here of the night. Looks like everybody's going to get back out on the track. McConnell going to take that damage repair. Right now, he's going to get back out on the track. Yeah, we're just doing iRacing. I'm not doing anything too crazy. I know you guys do some like the choose cone and stuff like that when you run the moon car stuff, and we might get into some more stuff like that, but you're going to keep it simple here the next couple weeks anyway. All right, so Mark having a tough one here tonight. Looks like he is still out on the track. I don't know if he had to go in and get some repairs done. Yeah, he did go in and get the fast repair. It is putting him at the back of the pack right now, as they are going to hopefully come into one to go this time by. Stats leads the way. All right, so it is going to go one to go here. Pace car leads the way. They're going to double them up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. All right, guys, just a reminder, this start will be on James Stats. Anytime after the pace car pulls off, he can go up until the green flag, and then everybody can go regardless. So, James, don't embarrass yourself here. All right, down the back straightaway, we are going to be looking for the green flag this time by. Oh, my God. Jonathan is fucking hilarious.
Was around that car.
Dude, I have no clue. Probably more than there needs to be.
We're trying to count them, and we've hit each other 4 times.
They're trying to count the Dales on the 29 right here.
I completely thought you were just trying to turn me. I didn't know what you were doing up there.
Oh, that would be a great raffle. Guess how many Dales are on the 29?
I like that idea. If this car wins, you know what? We're doing it.
For deal.
All right, looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway, down into the restart zone. James Stats on the gas, spins the tires. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come down the front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Going to be Stats leading the way Rogers in second as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Field spread out just a little bit. Stats got on the gas hard, but did spin those tires. You got to wonder if there could be some tire damage there. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Stats leading the way. Rogers looking for his way around him. Here comes Lovelace looking to get up in the mix in that 0-0. So Moody did pit here. You got to wonder if that strategy will work. One lap will make a difference on tires with these cars. Tires are going to be an issue here tonight in the COT cars as they come across the line. 5 laps complete. Finally got a green flag run as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, got a little sketchy as Lovelace stuck his nose in there. Cody Rogers did not know he's going to fall in line in the number 3 spot. Through turn number 1 and 2, down the back straightaway, going to be single file for the top 4. These guys looking to pace themselves a little bit here up at the front, except for Lovelace. Lovelace looking for the lead as Stats moves to the bottom. Here comes Lovelace to the top side. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Lovelace up on the top side. Stats down low as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway. Here they go, looking for 3 wide, coming to the line as Rogers takes it up the middle. He's going to lead this time by. Where did he come from? Well, he came from 3rd, but you know what I mean. I didn't think he was going for it as he goes to the point. That's going to move Lovelace back to the number 3 spot. Battle behind him as here comes Painter and Johnston side by side out of turn number 2. Going to be a battle for the lead as Stats moves up to the top side, then moves back down. Lovelace is going to have the top lane. He's got help from behind. That is Johnston in the number 20 as they head into turn number 3 and 4. These guys on the absolute edge through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Rogers leading the way, though, as top side loses momentum through 3 and 4 on the high side. Here comes the momentum back as he slingshots out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Oh, big save for Stats in the number 2. Big save as they head into turn number 2. It's going to be side by side as Cody Rogers continues to lead. Stats in second. Battles for 3rd as Lovelace on the top side, Johnston on the bottom as they come down the back straightaway. Field is starting to close in on itself as Draft is starting to play a role here as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Rogers sideways as we are getting a wreck in the back as Braden Wares goes around. Got a couple cars going around. We're going to keep it green for now as they come out of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway, going to be side by side for the lead. Stats going to try to lead this time by, but Rogers fights back, leads at the line that time by. Johnston up to 3rd as they're 3 wide for 3rd into turn number 1 and 2. All right, so a couple guys having issues further back in the back, but we're going to keep it green. Oh, we got one going way down. Oh, save it. Oh, clipped him. Really just one car. Will they avoid him? We're going to avoid him. We're going to keep it green for now. Oh, they're still wrecking. Couple cars wrecking. We're going to go ahead and throw that yellow flag into turn number 3 and 4 for the caution. Oh, bam. Big hit. Oh, my God. Ooh. Yeah, that definitely wasn't on purpose. He was catching it. I'm assuming you're talking about James. All right, so caution flag is out for the second time here tonight. Lots of wrecks happening there. Lots of cars down on pit road. Cody leads the way. Painter in second. Johnston in 3rd. Nilsson in 4th. Lovelace in 5th. somehow people have survived through that one, as there was a lot of wrecking on that, and almost everybody down on pit road, as it looks like Braden Ware's going to get himself back on the lead lap. Stats out there. He's got his fast repair. As everybody on pit road, we're going to see who wins this battle off, as we are going to be 10 laps complete. We still got 20 laps to go. Hopefully we can get a green for a little while here, as these things were hard to hold on to about 10 laps into that run. Those guys were definitely starting to struggle. Moody going to win the race off of pit road. Ooh, Landon, did you do what I think you did? Hopefully doing Aspire doesn't make you expire here on this restart.
Will I still get my lap back even if it was like this caution?
So if you're a lap down, you can get it before we go back green, yes. If you're a lap down and you don't get it before we go back green, you'll just get it on the next one.
Because I just got my toe finished.
Yeah, don't worry. We'll get more cautions. These things are hard to drive. Just take it. We'll clear the black. All right. Reminder, guys. I think you're going to want to go maybe here. There are some guys that are going to try and get their lap back right here. I think Chance is going to be the only one. Ashton might get there in time to try and get the lap back, but he's not going to be with the field, so that's going to be his choice if he wants to ride with the field or get his lap back now if he gets there in time. Now Rodney's on the lead lap. Chance is now on the lead lap. Ashton is not, and obviously we got Joseph and Asher on pit road still. All right, so it's on you, Ashton. If you want to go around the field, you can now, or you can wait until the next one. All right, so Ashton going to get on the lead lap now. He's going to go ahead and take that. Yeah, he went far enough down. I don't blame him. All right, so Moody's going to lead the way. Just a reminder, this start is on Moody anytime after the pace car pulls off. All right, so Moody and Lovelace on that front row. Zach Lovelace is on the outside. He's got 4 tires. Moody only took 2. I do think that Farless went to the back there. He did. Stats didn't have a very long pit stop, so some of these guys might have older tires as the pace car pulls in. I think a move for Moody right now might be to go a little bit early here, as they look for the green flag across the line. Moody on the gas. Green flag is out. So Moody's on older tires. I feel like getting on the gas a little bit sooner might have been a good move for him on those 2 tires. But he's going to keep it side by side with Lovelace through turn number 1 and 2. They are still side by side all the way through the field out of turn number 2, looking for 3 wide further back as they come out of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Some of these guys are in a hurry to get up to the front, as it looks like the 42 of Caden and the 23 of Kyle Todd trying to push their way up through the field. Oh, they're wrecking. They're wrecking. Oh, my God. Death. Death. There's a lot of guys with... I don't want to pace the whole time. We'll get another caution, guys. Oh. That just looked like some hard pushing there out of turn number 2 as Moody continues to lead the way. Here comes Rogers to the bottom side as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway, side by side, looking for the line this time by. It is going to be 14 laps complete. Apologize for yourself. What did you do? I didn't even see what you did, Ashton. Oh, you went back. Oh. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be Cody Rogers leading the way. Johnston in second as they head into turn number 3 and 4. Moody starting to fall back. That two-tire strategy is not working right now as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. So we had a couple cars that were on their lids a little bit earlier. They're almost big one there. Kyle Todd taking invasive action as it looked like Lovelace got a little bit loose there. Kyle Todd almost throttled him, got up into the wall a little bit, but they kept it straight forward now as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Rogers gonna continue to lead the way. Johnson second. Oh, big wreck. As we get another caution, we're gonna go ahead and throw that caution flag here once again. So caution flag out once again. Yeah, you're a little bit rusty. A little bit rusty, Ashton. Asher. Sorry. I was looking at Ashton on the ticker. So they're going to catch the pace car here tonight as we got the Rogers crew up at the front. Johnston is up there. Burt is up there. As we got a couple guys coming to the outside. Franklin going to come back and get a lap here. Rodney German going to get a lap back. Caden's going to have to get some laps back. It looks like we got a couple guys. Braden Ware's down on pit road. All right, so we got guys getting their laps back now as we are 20 minutes into this one, 16 laps in. Yeah, it's you got to get some laps in these things to get in the rhythm. You did good in the heat race. What did you get? Like 15 spots? All right, so pace car is still out. We'll see if Moody decides to go in here. I don't know if the two-tire strategy was it on that last one. I think a lot of people are going to come down. Ooh, we got Johnson stays out. Briley Green stays out. No, you can get whatever you're down back. Kyle Todd going to catch up to the field here. We got a bunch of guys down on pit road. Painter's going to have to get a couple laps back. I think he's 3 laps down. he might just be 2 laps. So he's going to try to get his last back. You just got to get comfortable in this car. That's the thing. These things are so on edge, unpredictable. Braden Ware's getting back on the lead lap right here. So get Braden back up on the lead lap. Carter down on pit road getting some damage repaired. What's up, Warp? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. What's up, buddy? We are closing in on the end of this doubleheader. It is going to be 21 laps to go, I believe, when we take the green flag. See you, Panner. You got one more coming right now before you go double wide. Let him go. Oh, Carter's got a ton of damage. How you been, buddy? Been a minute since I've seen you. Caden, you're out there looking like the one girl who drank way too much liquor at the party. John introduced me. Lots of officials, yeah. I haven't been streaming much lately. You know, I got a little burned out for a little bit there, and I got some things going on. I am in the process of moving, so that's been my my life here lately. Oh, Frank's down on pit road. Oh, we got the Frank. You should have told us to clear the black. Might be safer for you. Ethan, I just want to let you know Riley is just a minor. Oh yeah, we'll clear them. Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Going to be Johnston leading the way. As they head for the line, it is going to be side by side through the field. When will Johnston fire off? Green flag is out. Oh no, Riley is in the wall. Riley is in the wall. Looks like Ethan George was giving him a little push. There was trying to be a little bit of anticipation there. As they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Oh, we're going to be 3 wide. They're going to be forced down to the bottom line as they come down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. 4 wide for the lead. Here comes the Earnhardts to the point in the number 29 as Ashton Champion goes for the lead in that number 29 machine. They were 4 wide and lived to talk about it out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go when they come to the line this time by 10 laps to go. Ashton Champion leads the way. Mark Rogers second. Cody Rogers third. James Stats. Jonathan Burt. Your top 3 into turn number 1 and 2. Survival. That is a key here tonight. That's unfortunate about those guys. As Riley's going to come down on pit road looking for turn number 3. Going to be Ashton leading the way as he's got a pair of Rogers into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Here comes Cody Rogers to the outside. Oh, Mark up the track. Little push out of Jonathan Burt as they look for turn number 1 and 2. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Ashton continues to lead side by side for second, side by side for third. Now they're going to go single file. Ashton up the track. They're going to split him down the back straightaway. This is a won't you be my neighbor's Mr. Roger moment here as they split Ashton down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Oh, got contact. Oh, 2 around, 3 around, 4 around. Caution comes out. We're going to go ahead and throw that yellow flag. Too many cars. I thought that was going to be a whole lot bigger than it was. I thought that was going to be a whole lot bigger than what it was. As Mark and Cody lead the way. Farless coming down on pit road. Dale survived. Let's see if we can figure out what exactly happened here. All right, so stats just got loose. Oh, that is unfortunate. Stats just got loose there, went around, got into the 12 of Farless. Farless around. That could have been a whole lot worse. But we're going to get ready to go green flag racing here once again. Christoph with a ton of damage on that number 31 machine. See if he's got a fast repair left. Whole field coming down onto pit road. No, we got a couple staying out. Painter and and Frank gonna stay out on the track. 2 cars staying out. We'll see if Riley stays out also. See if the 31's got a fast repair. Oh, he does not. That is unfortunate for the 31 machine. Frank is up into the number 2 spot. Riley Green going to be coming home up to the number 3 spot. And here comes Landon Moody. Moody and Champion coming off of pit road. Both of them taking 2 tires. This is going to be interesting. We're going to have about a 5-lap shootout here. Can we keep it green for 5 laps? I am definitely struggling a little bit here. Ready for bed. The field has definitely thinned out. It looks like Nilsson's going to be getting some damage repaired. Ethan Johnson, James Stats, all getting damage repaired. Stats doesn't look horrible. But he definitely, he does have some serious damage. Right? All right, so probably going to be one to go. Yes. Yes. Hopefully we don't need them. Well, you know, I'm pretty sure the 84 is going to punt the 39, and Frank's going to be an innocent victim because he always is. And Dal is going to see the way and thread the needle. All right, we got him stacked up looking for the green flag here once again. Stat. Oh, Stat's got a bunch of damage repaired. If he gets a green-white checker, he can get back on the lead lap here and maybe have an opportunity as they come down the backstretch. So it'd be fair to say he's probably going to paint the field red right here, right? I don't know. He's got Taco Bell on that car. It might be brown.
Nah, it's going to be red from the blood, bro.
31. What are you doing?
He's doing something. Leave him be, I guess.
Oh, well, something tells me my race is about to be over, but
all right. Looking for the green. Remember, the start is on the 39. Starts on the 39. Looking for the green flag as they come down the front straightaway. Who's it going to be here tonight? Side by side through the field. Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they head into turn at number 1 and 2. We got Kyle Todd and Nilsson beefing a little bit here. Kyle's going to give a little push to the 31. This could get... Oh! Oh, they're wrecking. Oh, no! Frank is up and over. Frank is up and over. We're going to keep it green for now. I don't think they're done. I don't think we're done. As Moody leads the way, coming to the line, it is going to be Jonathan Burt behind him. Here comes Burt looking for the lead. Mark Rogers just behind him as they head into turn number 1 and 2. There is a group of cars trying to close the gap as they roll through turn number 1 and 2. This field is about to grow as Mark Rogers gets sideways out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Oh, we are wrecking further back. We're going to go ahead and throw that caution there. So we had a little beefing going on right there. Ooh. Ooh. All right, where is... What's up, Jimbo? All right. Yeah, I know. Can't make it up with him. All right, we're going to try this again. What are you talking about? Half the field's gone. All right, we're going to be looking for that green flag here once again as they come down the back straightaway. Should be getting to the one to go here pretty quick. I don't think that Frank's sim works right if he's not wrecking at some point. I think it would mean he was disconnected. All right, so we are about to stack them up 2 by 2 as it looks like Ethan George going to catch the field, and they are going to get the one to go. It is going to be a green-white checker attempt number 1 as they come to the line. It is going to be Jonathan Burt leading the field, Mark Rogers second, Rodney German, Rye Johnston, Landon Moody, and Ashton Champion, your top 6. That'll be your first 3 rows. As they come to the line, it is going to be stacked up 2 by 2, looking for the green flag this time by. He's just trying to intimidate Jonathan. But little does he know is Jonathan is used to guys on his rear. Or is that in his rear?
What is that supposed to mean?
Is that true, Jonathan?
You gonna jump to the outside, Mark?
I don't even got my foot on the gas right now. I'm just getting pushed.
Mark, you're on the outside, bro.
Mr. 31, this is not your spot.
Somebody draw him a picture, shit.
You know, my bad. I was not paying attention.
All right, we are looking for the green as I head into turn at number 3 and 4. It is going to be Jonathan Burt leading the way.
Good luck, guys.
Mark Rogers in second. Burt, I don't know. If I'm Burt, I'm going early here. It is a green-white checker. Get away. These cars don't have the same draft some of the other ones do. You might have to battle a couple guys, but spread out this field. That is your best chance of getting to the white flag as Moody just blinked out there. As they come to the line this time by green-white checker overtime attempt number 1. Green flag is out as Burt is on the gas. That, to me, I think was the move to make. We'll see if it's the winning move as they come to the line. 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. We got one around already. Farless going to get turned around up to the front. Here comes Rodney German looking to the outside, sideways out of turn number 2. German looking for the lead. Here comes Moody in the number 84. Down the back straightaway. It's a drag race looking for turn number 3. Side by side for those 2 rows. Here comes Ashton Champion in the Earnhardt machine. Down into turn number 3 and 4, making moves to the bottom as they come through turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, looking for the white flag. This time by 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go as they come to the line. Mark Rogers looking for somewhere to go as they head into turn number 1 and 2. Can Burt play enough defense? Can he keep that card straight as they come out of turn number 2? It is a little more than a half a lap left for the 666. They're wrecking. Earnhardt's on his lid. Wrecking down the back straightaway. Here comes Moody looking for the lead. Big wreck in the back as the top 3 have broken away. It's going to be Mark Rogers to the lead. Oh, Moody up the track into the wall. Here comes Burt with a run out of turn number 4, but Mark Johnson leads the way. Can Burt get the run down the front straightaway? Give it to Mark Rogers as he takes the win. Jonathan Burt and Ryan Johnston across the line, your top 3.
If you're completely sideways there, you might need to learn how to drive a race car.
Good one, Mark.
Boy, I've been racing these things longer than you are old.
Let's see what happened.
Yeah, good run, guys. Bit of a stretch on good race.
Oh, they just came together coming out of turn number 2. Oh, that is unfortunate. Big wreck down the back straightaway. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Big hits. But Mark Rogers taking the win here tonight. Let's go ahead and go through these results. It's going to be Mark Rogers with the win. Jonathan Burt second. Ryan Johnston in third. Going to be Landon Moody in that number 4 spot. Zach Lovelace in 5th. Dan in 6th. Riley Green in that number 7 spot. Painter in 8th. Christopher Nelson in a 9th. Going to be Farless in the number 10 spot. Ashton Champion in 11th. Daniel McConnell in 12th. Rodney German in that number 13 spot. Cody Rogers 14th. Braden Wares in 15th. Ethan George in that number 16 spot. Frank Monack in 17th. Caden Carter in 18th. Going to be Kyle Todd in the number 19 spot. James Stats in 20th. Chance Manning 21st. Winkler in 22nd. Hanson 23rd. Joseph in 24th. Troy 25th. And Ritter did not grid up. We're going to see if the top 3 are in the Discord. Does Moody get a participation trophy?
Yes, he does.
All right. So, spectacular 4th place finish for Landon Moody. As he choked and hit the wall running second.
Yeah, I choked it big time.
you know, Jonathan will tell you when you start to choke, you're supposed to swallow.
That's true.
Well,
Facts.
I need to stop being around John, I think, is my problem.
Crazy night tonight. A few new people. Cody Rogers. Cody just shot us some raid over there on Twitch. I am tired right now. He said that was a fun race. It was a fun race. Good run there tonight, Moody. Up and down night for you. Had to avoid a few ones. Different tire strategies. Do you think 2 tires was the right move at the end there?
It just depends on when you take it. I think I took it early enough to where it probably could make it work, but 4 was definitely 4 was more supreme than 2 in those situations, and I think that's what bit me. But it is what it is. Just it was even a miracle I even got back up there, anyways. So I mean I'll take a 4th considering I was 24th at one point. So we'll take it, I reckon.
Well, good to have you back. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
Yep, thank you for putting on this deal. Good job, Mark, John. Welcome to WOOT, Mark. Appreciate it. 3D Racing, Precision 3D Prints and Designs, Justin Orr Sim Sports, friends and family, everybody who came out tonight and raced.
Yeah, definitely appreciate it. You guys are welcome for the host. Trucking, I don't know which one that was, but he says, as a fellow moon car orphan, thank you for the host. that was great.
Y'all are welcome over here. So
Jonathan Burt, second place.
Let's go.
Bridesmaid, your favorite position.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
Well, one of these days you'll catch the bouquet.
I started at the rear and I was second in the race, so I'll take that.
Yeah, it was definitely an interesting night. Barely made the feature tonight. It was chaotic. It was a chaotic consi for you. Got yelled at a little bit, even though it wasn't your fault. Barely made it. Had to make your way around. Thankfully, a car that was wrecked was a little easier to catch, and then fight your way through the field. Had the lead. I said the move I thought to make was to go early. You go early on that restart. Not able to hold off the field, but able to hold off second. 24 spots into the number 2 spot.
Yeah, the great job on that to the winner on that last restart. On turn 2, I should have let it wash up a little bit, but I get so protective of the bottom, and I don't want to give it up. I think I just dragged out too much speed, and they really get a run off me. So it's okay. I have such a blast with these cars. I love this racing. I love predicting how much tire I have for that particular turn, because it changes absolutely every single lap, and it's such a fun time, and it takes so much car control to be at the front of these.
Yeah, these cars are on absolute edge, and I just realized talking to you that Moody forgot to do something, so I'm going to ask you: is your mom out there?
She is.
Oh, hi, John's mom. I don't know if she said anything during the race. Had quite a few chats, but great run here tonight in the 666. Able to beat Lovelace, so you got bragging rights in the Discord. Why don't you give a shout out to friends, family, sponsors?
First off, always thankful to you. Thursdays is always something I look forward to every week. So thank you for you and your community. Shout out to my team, Texas Speed. I had both Zach and Daniel out tonight. Zach had a little run in and fell back, but he even called it. He's like, John, you're going to go last to first. And he almost was right. So, and obviously, thanks to my mom. Appreciate it, Mom.
Always got to thank John's mom. Great run here tonight, second place. And hopefully I'll be able to do something next week. Next week's up in the air because I am moving. So good run tonight. Mark.
Yeah, whenever you have it.
Phenomenal run here tonight. A lot of work you had to put in. Fell asleep a little bit coming to that last restart. Late race here tonight. I guess you were tired.
Yeah, I was actually I was participating in some extracurricular activities and just spacing out on the deal right there. But yeah, he had speaking of restarts, he talked about that. He had a really good restart, and I had one with him, but I spun the tires, so I thought I might have been cooked right there. But that was a lot of fun. This is my first time here with a couple other guys, and yeah, we had a blast doing this.
You know, I have more of a dirt background, but we've always run these asphalt races on Thursday nights. And I go with the little less traditional on asphalt anytime after, more of a short track style, anytime after the pace car pulls off. When you got that much room from pit road to the restart zone, how chaotic is that in your mind coming to the green flag and a green white checkered when you have to go and be prepared, ready to go?
It's nuts, man. But like with this field, I'll be honest, I feel like they slept on the tire factor. A bunch of us got tires both last cautions except for the final caution, and so I was really confident in the fresh tires. I had a couple guys that were upset with me, but I was going 20 mile an hour faster than them, so I'm going to take that lane and get up there and keep that car out of trouble.
For sure. Well, fantastic run. Good to have you guys and a lot of your crew out there. It's a shame that Stats embarrassed himself.
Yeah, he's the one that he brought us here. So, he told me about it like with 20 minutes before your session went up. I'm like, yeah, I'll go try it. So, me and Cody Rogers, we race together all the time, obviously, like we talked about earlier. And So we got some other guys that we're going to try to bring in here too, and see if we can have some fun with this on Thursdays. We recently had a schedule opening, so so we're
Yeah.
looking for something to do.
And I may host a little bit more once I get my move in. So great run here tonight. A lot of fun. Nice new group to run with. So, and we like new people that like to play along and have fun. Why don't we go ahead and give a shout out to friends, family, and sponsors?
Yeah, man, this Chevy Monte Carlo is really getting it done today. I want to thank Bender's Bar and Grill, Cody Rogers for checking the air in my tires, James Stat for always going around spit shining the car, making sure that I have enough water in my water bottle. You guys for running this thing. It's a lot of fun to come in here my first time and win. So appreciate it, man.
I just hope he's spit shining your car and not in your water bottle.
That's true. Yeah. And what was the last guy's name that was in here?
The one that just left, Jonathan Burt.
Yeah. I want to thank Jonathan's mom as well.
Yeah, you always got like that. That was a tradition. That's why I was disappointed. Moody forgot because we always like to thank Jonathan's mom.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
usually out there in the chat. She's great.
Well, I come through for it. I want to thank Jonathan's mom big time, and I think she's going to really love a winner. So awesome, man. I appreciate you guys.
Great run, guys. A lot of fun, and I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Great run here tonight. I'm going to go ahead and close down the stream. Thank you guys for coming out. I am tired. I got to get up at 4 a.m. So I'll go say bye to the guys. And as always, we'll see you Monday night with some Monday Night Mods for the season finale. Until next time, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome for the host. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.